welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another book haul. I feel like I just filmed one and edited it, but I've been like just buying so many books because I've been reading so many books, and so many books have been like on my want to read list, and whenever I see them I just grab them. So I have a nice little stack here to share with you guys. I'm so excited. I love just like talking about books. They're like my favorite thing ever. So I can't wait to share this with you guys. Also, I thought my shirt was so funny. It says Mondays got me like, and then it just has a little sloth. Isn't this the cutest thing? My mom got this for me because I just like am obsessed with sloths. And so it's a Monday and it's really like rainy and like kind of gross, and it's like a bummy Monday, so like this shirt couldn't be more accurate. I feel like people would probably be wondering like what exactly this shirt says if they like see just this cut off portion of it, so thought I would show you. It's so cute and it's just perfect for today. So anyway, if you guys want to see this little stack of goodie books, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start with, and these are actually the only books that I ordered online from this whole haul, believe it or not, and I actually bought these with a specific purpose. They all kind of go together. You'll pick up on that like instantaneously. But I recently finished reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which I did not really expect to like as much as I did, and I did really like it. I thought it was way too long. Like there was a lot of fluff in there that I feel like could have been cut out, but I like this story and I like feel like I really got attached to the characters. I generally get attached to characters very easily, but like 99.5% of the books I read don't have any other sequels, so I just have to like break up with the characters at the end of the book, which I hate. But of course, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is already a series, so whenever I happen to stumble into a series and I do get attached to the characters, I'm pretty excited because I know I can keep hanging out with them for a while. So I picked up the rest of the series. I actually have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then I recently actually just stumbled upon it at Barnes & Noble, The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye. That was in my last book haul, which speaking of which, I will link all my other book hauls down below, and I will also of course link all of these books that I'm mentioning in this video. If you guys want to check them out, I will link that all for you. So I actually already purchased another one in this series, so I only had 4 more to get. I just realized that one of them is in a different bag. So there's a total of 6 books in this series. I read one, I have another, so there was 4 more missing, and I don't know the exact order of them, so I'm just gonna show them to you how I have them here. The only hardcover, which I was saying this in my other video, but I would also love to know in this one if y'all prefer hardcover or softcover. Softcover. I'm saying like hard or soft taco. Paperback or hardcover. I personally really prefer paperback. I don't know why. I know these like hold up so much better and they're more durable, but that's just my preference. I would love to know what y'all like. So this one, and now they're like calling them the Elizabeth Salander novels, and I know they're the Millennium series, so kind of makes sense now. But this one is The Girl in the Spiderweb, and this one is just not written by Stieg Larsson. It's written by David Lagerkrantz, as is the other one, the Taking an Eye for an Eye one. I'm not sure if he like died or what. I need to look into that. But what I love about this one is that it has, which I mentioned in my other video as well, but it has the like textured edges, you know, kind of like as if it was like cut with a scissor or something. And there is just something about that aesthetic in a book that I just love, and I really don't know what it is, because I feel like as you're reading it you don't really notice it a ton, but I just love that. I also love how the book seems to like have come a long way. Like even the font and everything in here is just a little bit more modern, a little bit nicer, so I'm excited. And then the other one is The Girl Who Played with Fire. This is written by the actual guy, and I swear this has to be brand new. I got these all, well, not these all, I got 3 of the 4 of these online used. The rest of these books are all new, but these don't really appear to be used at all. I mean, this one's got a little bit of dog earring on it, but honestly that could have just been from shipping, because like the actual book itself looks incredible. And then this one like doesn't have any creasing in the binding, and I feel like it's really hard to read paperbacks without creasing the binding a little bit, and even the cover is like perfectly in perfect condition. So I don't think this one has been read at all. Like even if you look at it, it looks brand new, so I'm super excited about that. This one is kind of intimidating. Okay, so here's the name of it. It's The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, and this is again still written by Stieg Larsson. Okay, are you ready for this? This is like I don't own a book this fat in my whole entire collection, and I have a lot of books. This is over 800 pages, which is extremely intimidating, and I didn't know that when I ordered this, that this was such a big book. Not that I wouldn't have ordered it if I had known that, but it's just so random that like the other books are fairly like normal size. I mean, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was like 650 pages, something like that, so it was long, but like This is over 800 pages. This is like a Bible. So I'm a little scared of that one. And then this one is the reason that I ended up purchasing the rest, because I know this is the newest one, which is The Girl Who Lived Twice. And again, this is written by the guy in place of Stieg Larsson. Again, don't know the deal with that. But this is the most recent one. I think this one just came out last year, I want to say. This one though is really like a very manageable size. This one's only not even 450 pages. And I don't know if this is like the final one of the series or if more are coming. I also just really like the aesthetic of this one with like the lime green and yellow and like the blue. Anyway, I'm very excited to read that series. If you've read all of these, definitely let me know. Don't spoil anything, but let me know your thoughts. And I have 2 stores that I went to for these. One of them is the one I pretty much always go to, which is Barnes & Noble. I get like all my books from Barnes & Noble for the most part, but I went to a different one, so I'm excited to show you all those. But the ones I got from Barnes & Noble are, first of all, and I've mentioned this in my other videos, I typically always just start in the book annex section because these books are on like super sale always, which I love. But this one is called Baby Teeth, which I have heard like really good things about this book. I feel like this is like kind of a popular book right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I've heard of this quite a bit. Well, it is kind of like a suspense novel, I believe. It says that it's kind of a combination of We Need to Talk About Kevin and Gone Girl. That's like what it says up here. So that sounds kind of really interesting, and I'm definitely into that. I'm definitely excited to read this. I love when I stumble upon books that I've like heard of, that I know of, when I'm looking in like the like sale book section, because that means it's probably a good one. Next I got, this is so funny, I haven't even watched this yet, but I'm glad now, because I would like to always read a book first before I watch a video or like movie or series on it. But this is Bird Box, which of course is on Netflix. I feel like probably 90% of people have already seen that show, but I have not. Or is it a show or is it a movie? I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't watched it, and my husband like didn't really want to watch it because he said it got like not good reviews. So I'm not sure if I will, but I'll probably read this and then watch it, because sometimes I like after I read a book to like see it come to life. I'm definitely gonna read this first. It's a fairly small book. I feel like this will be a really quick read, but it's kind of interesting the way that the chapters are. They have like this really pretty kind of like a graphic on each of the new chapters, and actually these pages are like really thin. You can like see through them. Again, it was only $6. So this one I actually passed up one time I was at Barnes & Noble. I like saw it and read it and like read the back of it, and I was like, eh, whatever. But then I saw it come up either as like a recommended book or somewhere on Goodreads, or maybe like a Barnes & Noble email or something, and I read a little more about it, and I realized it sounds like it's really good, and it had some good reviews based on what I was seeing. It is by a New York Times bestselling author. So I went back next time I was there and they still had it, so I grabbed it. But I also think this is some kind of like suspense mystery kind of thing. That's pretty much most of what I read. And then the last one from Barnes & Noble, I'm so excited I stumbled upon this because I have been obsessed with Leanne Moriarty lately. I read Big Little Lies, and now I just want to read like every single one of her books. So I saw this one there, and it was on the, you know, the sale section for $8, so I grabbed it. This is 9 Perfect Strangers. I actually almost ordered this online. I was like gonna order a bunch of her books, but I didn't end up placing that order yet, so I'm glad that I saw this because I got it on like super sale. And this is a hardcover, which kind of stinks, but I just think the cover of this is really pretty, and I love her writing, so I know I'm gonna love this. And then the last place I went, Books A Million, bam, sometimes it's like the logo, and we just kind of like traipsed in there randomly, and I didn't know like if that they had kind of like the same thing that Barnes & Noble has with like the little book annex section. So I went in there, and they actually had a ton of books, like not just random books that I saw and was like, oh, that sounds good, but they had books that were like on my list. All of these were on my list, so I was very happy to stumble upon them in there for like such a good price. This one is Where Do You Go, Bernadette. I feel like this was also a book that was kind of like popular, kind of trending for a bit. It's apparently a movie now, which again, I love when books are movies that I haven't seen, so I can read them first and then watch them later. But I know that this was really popular for a long time. It was on sale for only $5.97, so I feel like you can't beat that. And this is, I'm pretty sure, like not a murder mystery kind of book. I feel like it's a little bit more like a normal, like lighthearted story. I think if you haven't watched any of my other book hauls, I don't read the back of my books. Generally speaking, I try not to, because I just don't want to know. I like to be surprised what the story is about. Sometimes I know what a book's about, and sometimes I don't. And in this case, I don't really know what it's about. And sometimes I like to switch it up a little. Okay, this one I was freaking so excited to find because I have been wanting to grab this book for so long, and it's actually even kind of hard to find like used online. So I was really happy to stumble upon this, and it was the only one there. And again, it was on like sale for $6.97. Now I'm super excited that I have this. It is a hardcover, and I've just been wanting to read this for forever. And I love when I like stumble upon a book that I've been wanting and it's on like a super sale. Like, what's better than that? So this next book, someone that I know was reading it and I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. And they're like, this is the longest book ever. And then I stumbled upon it at the store and it really is. This is called The Goldfinch, which I love goldfinches. It's like the real, you know, the bird. It's like my favorite bird ever. And so I thought this would be kind of interesting, but y'all, this is, again, a very large book. I think this is, yeah, over 800 pages as well. It just looks a little less fat because it's like taller. And I don't really know what it's about, honestly, but she gave it a really good review and I kind of just like the vibe of the cover of it. Again, I definitely judge a book by its cover, but it was only $5.97 as well. And so I thought it would be really interesting. It says it's a winner of a Pulitzer Prize and a #1 national bestseller, so it must be a good book, right? I don't know what it's about, but I'm really excited to read it. And it just, I love me a fat book. It's intimidating, but I do like that. And then this last book here is kind of like the anomaly of the video because it's not a novel at all, it's a cookbook. But it's so funny because I saw this cookbook at Barnes & Noble and I really wanted it. Taste of Home is like one of my favorite sources for recipes. At Barnes & Noble, it was still kind of expensive. It was on sale, but I think it was on sale for like maybe 20 bucks. This one was under $7 and originally full price it's like 30. So I was really happy to find this. The only thing that I don't love about it is that it's like kind of a binder. So I'm not crazy about that. I kind of wish it was like a regular book, and I think the one at Barnes & Noble was just a normal cookbook. So this is a little bit different, but it has it divided up into, because it is like the 25th anniversary like favorite cookbook, it has it broken up into like most popular recipes and grand prize winners. And as you can see, there's like a ton, like every recipe has a picture, which, like, I have to admit, I'm like 5 years old and I love when my cookbooks have pictures, because honestly that's how I pick a recipe, partially because of like what it's called and what it has in it, but mostly if I see the picture I don't even really need to know what it is. I just, if it looks good, I will make it. So this has a recipe, or a picture, I'm sorry, for every single recipe, which is amazing. And I mean, this has over 400 pages in it, and again, I had my eye on this and it just happened to be there for like a super insane price. So yeah, I'm super excited to have this. I know I'm going to get so much use out of it. So that is going to be everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I will link my other book hauls and of course all of these books down below if you guys would like to check it out. I also have a link for Book of the Month, which I typically have in these hauls, but I don't have one to share right now. It was in my last haul. But Book of the Month I really love and really recommend, and if you use my link you can get your first book for, sometimes it's $5 and sometimes it's like $9. It kind of varies. So check that out because it's so worth it. And then of course you can like cancel right away and just get a book for like $9, which is a really good deal. So either way you can't beat it, but I think that you'll be hooked because Book of the Month is really fun. And if you're like a bookworm nerd like me, Book of the Month is like made for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, and until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye guys. I run away.